The workshop has been great. I mean, you don't wake up in the morning and decide to drive around the world. So there's a lot of planning required. There's a lot of coordination required. There are logistical issues. There are routes. There are a lot of people involved. So it was great for everybody to finally be on the same page, to get into the same room, and actually chart out the plan with every detail sort of going forward. So very useful. I'm doing the Australia route, so I'm really excited about that because I've never been to Australia. Always wanted to do that, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm excited about the US as well because I've always wanted to drive across the country from coast to coast and never had the opportunity to do that as yet. Always sort of had that in the plan at some point, so that'll be a good one to tick off as well. I think it's going to be a fantastic journey. We've done some fairly long journeys in these cars and they hold up really well. So I think it's just going to be beautiful. It's going to be an epic journey and it'll be a great chance to see a lot of new places and have a great adventure. Expectations is you see a lot of new places, you see, experience a lot of new cultures, you meet a lot of new people. So I mean, basically the exploration that you'll do through the journey and the learnings that you'll that you'll sort of imbibe over the course of the journey, and the stuff that will stay with you for the rest of your life. So the memories that you are able to create and retain, I think that's key. You know, these cars, the modern cars have become so, they don't allow the user or the driver or the operator to do very much. So there's a very limited scope as far as the person behind the wheel or even in the car has in terms of accessing the components of the vehicle or troubleshooting a problem if there is one. For the most part, these cars are bulletproof, reliable. The only things that can go wrong sometimes are electronics. There's very little that you can do with the car on the side of the road if there's an electrical fault with the car. So the workshop was useful in that you get sort of little snippets of info that you can use if something does go wrong. But otherwise, basically, it's just these cars are so laden with electronics that you need to actually plug a diagnostic tool in to see what the problem is. But it's always good to sort of refresh on some of the basic stuff that you can do with these cars. No special preparation per se. I mean, we've done a lot of long journeys, and in this case, it'll just be a long journey extended into a really long journey. So no real special preparations as such, but definitely looking forward to it.